Let's get this money. Let's go. It's time. It's time. Music's off. The looping trailer is off. Thank you very much this morning for being here. I appreciate you immensely. YouTube is absolutely going nuclear the past week or so, and I thank you immensely for that. I'm talking, 5-figure views on videos, and hopefully I can do myself I don't want to be a content for clicks guy. I just never want to be that guy. So my goal today is to provide you as many picks and parlays and winners as I can. And at the very least, you walk away with some good analysis. Here's what we'll be doing. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, or not Twitch, YouTube or Twitter today, retweet, subscribe, like, and all that. Here's what I'm going to do for you. We're going to cover the betting notes for Thursday Night Football. I've got this up on the screen. We're going to cover all the Thursday Night Football player prop hit rates. We're going to be building out some parlays and things like that for Thursday Night Football using these boosts, these no sweat bets on DraftKings. FanDuel's got some stuff over there. We'll look at that. We've got the Novig app underdog. We're going to use mysquareedge.com to go through and look at all the player props, the hit rates, the graphs, the interactive charts. And we're going to have ourselves a day full of betting and talking about Thursday Night Football. Chat, I will do my greatest effort to pay attention, because I know that people love to fire off questions, comments, complaints, concerns. And that's my goal today, is to be here for you, to help you in any way you need it. So let's get to it. I talked about this on Twitter earlier today. I had X. I got to start saying X. I had posted a, Thursday night thoughts. Okay. I woke up and I was like, man, how is Thursday night usually viewership wise? And TikTok, I am sorry today. I will do my best to look at your chat. I will. But just understand there's 1,000 or so views or so I'm going to get on the other apps that I'm going to be paying a lot of attention to. So if you're on TikTok today, you need to do your best. If you want my attention, you got to, slam that, what is that, a little heart button, and get the views up over there, and then maybe I'll pay attention. You got a little bit more, but you're going to have to earn that. You're going to have to earn that. So, I posted this thing on Twitter, and it was talking about the total score and the spread differential on Thursday Night Football last 10 years. And I woke up and I was like, man, when did they start week 3 being the last preseason game? And has that changed the first couple of weeks of scoring? Now, we saw totals hit the under in week 1, 12 of 16 games. And I do think that part of that has to do with the fact that, hey, that was essentially the new week 4, preseason week 4 for the NFL. I mean, we've had 3 years now where unders in the first week have been interesting. And also, favorites only won in 6 of the 11 games this past week that weren't within 1.5 point spreads. Okay, so there were a few that were 1.5 point spread. Those are as close to pick 'em as it gets, in my opinion. 1.5. So I didn't include them. So outright favorites, 2.5 or better, went 6 and 5. Tonight, we have the Packers 3.5 point home favorites in Lambeau with the visiting Washington Commanders, who, 3 days rest, traveling into Green Bay, and first Thursday Night Football game of the season, meaning are their bodies ready for the physicality, the conditioning, the short rest to go on the road and play a competitive football game? So I woke up thinking about that, and I went back and I looked at the last 10 years data. The totals had been in the 50s or higher in 7 of the 10 games. I was utterly shocked to see that. Few games in the 60s, 58, 57 points. Tonight's total opened up at 48.5. That's a little concerning to me, honestly. I thought this would be a little bit lower with Thursday night. The fact that it's up there, it's quite high. And, I want to slam that over. I really do, because I think that these two teams can run up the score here. However, we've seen the Packers now for a couple seasons with Jordan Love under center. They play such methodical football. They're slow. They run the ball. They set up these play action passes down the field. Jordan Love is efficient, so the clock continues to run. On the other side, Jaden Daniels, same thing. He's an efficient passer. He runs the football. The ball is in bounds. It's not a lot of incomplete passes. How much stoppage time do we have? Little football term right there, stoppage time. It's like if the clock's never getting stopped and these teams are just efficiently moving the ball, there's not a lot of punts, there's no timeouts, things like that. Are the points going to be there? I'm a little concerned about this one. I'm a little concerned about the points tonight. I think this could be just one of those spots where, we all look back being like, of course it was going to be under 48.5. Of course, great defense in the Packers. Micah Parsons made this great defense elite, as we saw in week 1, as they dominated the Lions. Total at 48.5. We've got, slight lean to the under, plus 105 on Novig to the over, minus 115 to the under. Green Bay. Okay. I'm going to tell you this right now. FanDuel has a 50% boost on any play right now. And depending on your money allotment, some people get 5, 10, 50, 100, whatever it is. That's an interesting play to just boost the minus 175. I think boost wise would put it down to like a minus 120-ish. I think that's a great idea. I like Green Bay a lot tonight. As much as I like Jaden Daniels, and I think the Commanders are a good team, I think they're just not on the same level that the Packers are potentially on this season with a fully healthy roster outside of Christian Watson, who just got paid $13 million, 1-year extension. Absolutely shocking. It's not even on the field. I don't get it. But neither here nor there. He is getting a bag. And I think that the Packers are just, they're maybe like one step higher than what the Commanders are this season. So I love the Packers tonight. I just wanted to lead off the show talking about that. If I'm playing a money line tonight, it's on the Packers. Matter of fact, I did use my 50% boost on FanDuel. It was just $50. I don't even think it's worth posting anything to my Discord. They already know it's a great play. It was a top 3 play based on my 10,000 simulations model for the money lines. Went 13-3 last week, hoping to go 16-0 this week, but the model loves Green Bay at home. Now, there's another element to this. It's Matt LaFleur. He's been an absolute primetime superstar coach. 23-9 is his record against the spread. That's crazy on primetime football. So, Packers minus 3.5. What are we doing with this tonight? And I guess that question, I'm going to bounce back to chat real quick before I continue. And I want to say hello. Gives me a chance to say hi to 222 viewers on the other apps, a handful on TikTok. Do me a huge favor before we continue and before you drop your comment now of who you like, Commanders plus 3.5 or Packers minus 3.5. I'm going to share my answer with you in a second. Like the video. If you're on Twitter, retweet that bad boy. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel and like the video right now. And tell me right now, chat, I'll give you like 30 seconds, fire it off. I just want to see as many answers as I can. Do you like the plus 3.5 for the Commanders, or are you backing Packers minus 3.5? That field goal and a hook can sometimes be tricky. So I'm curious to see what people like. I have an opinion on it, and I'm going to share mine in a second. But okay, people are starting to put their answers in. Gives me a chance to drink a little coffee. I like that. Thank you for that. Couple hundred people watching. If you could do me a huge favor, jack up the likes on YouTube for me. That is massive. I need those. That is super helpful for me when you guys like that. But I don't even think you understand the impact that makes. That's essentially everything for for streamers. So do me a favor, run it up right now. All right, chat. Let's read them off. So we have minus 3.5, minus 3.5, minus 3.5, minus 3.5. I'll pay for minus 2.5 though. All right, taking trying to cover the field goal. Minus 3.5. Bet 365 minus 3 at minus 110. There you go, Joe Gillis. There you go, Landon Brown. Wow, look at this, man. Everybody's back in the pack. Let's go. Cannot fade the Packers and love at home. W. All right, you guys aligned with me. What? I honestly thought somebody would be coming in here taking the Commanders to cover on the field goal. The field goal and the hook. Here's the deal. I think that, my friends, is a trap line. I think that the books were like, oh, we can totally get people on this one right here. Let's give them the field goal and the hook. That's what I believe. I think they are truly trying to trap the people. I think the Packers come in here and I think they control this game from the get-go. The Commanders are horrific run defense, and they've been bad for a few seasons now. And Josh Jacobs has scored a touchdown in 10 straight games. I think you could probably even put that together. You could lay the tutty with the cover, and you could snag the under 51.5, tease it up by a field goal or something if you like it, or just grab the over 48.5, under 54.5, over 41.5, whatever the heck you want to do with the total. You could do that and add it to it, and I'll show you what it looks like. So let's say I was like, all right, listen, 48.5 to the over, and I grab the Packers minus 3.5. And if they cover, right, Packers go out there, get the dub, Jacobs probably scores for the 11th straight game. Okay. Now we're up there plus 365. Oh, okay. But also we know that the Commanders have been brutal against the run. Jacobs has had 60 plus yards in 15 of the last 19 games. I'm using the Thursday Night Football hit rates. TikTok's like, what am I looking at? There they are. But bam, you guys really, truly need to be watching on the other apps. I'm just trying to give you a little behind the scenes view today. That's awesome, right? I mean, that's like an easy little parlay piece you can add in there. It's not the worst odds. It ain't great, but at 60 plus, minus 284, just add to it. Now we're up to a plus 425. Like, I thoroughly could see something like this happen. And I know there's a lot of people who have boosts like this, right? $100 free boost, a 50% boost on FanDuel. What the heck? Maybe this is how you use your FanDuel parlay. I just think there's a path here where a lot of people can make money tonight putting together some lays with a, game scripting in mind. Commanders stink on defense against running backs. Josh Jacobs is a great running back for the Packers. 15 and 19 games at 60 plus yards, 10 straight games with a touchdown. You could start off your parlay like that. Hey, Donuts, I don't actually like the total. Okay, tease it down. Grab a 41.5, okay? Tease it by a tutty. You think it's under because you think they'll come out and just control the clock, running the football, and, you're looking at like a 27-20 game, 24-20, okay, under 48.5. Like, do what you want with the total there, but I still think this is a really, I don't want to call it easy button. There's no easy button in betting, but this is kind of like low-hanging fruit. Now, we also have another interesting one that I think we could add in here. It's the Austin Eckler effect. Now, we just saw, and again, I just want to start the show off with a parlay because I know that's what you want. Austin Eckler, 2+ receptions in 17 of 18 games when he's healthy with Jaden Daniels. 17 of 18 games, 2+ receptions. At 20+ yards, it was like 75% of the games, okay? At 20+ yards. So you could look at I see DraftKings is making me use milestones, 15+ or 25+. I think you could climb the ladder if you want. You can go down to the Eckler 2+ at minus 530. Although that's quite juicy. And that really only moved the odds from 4 + 4, 25. So it moved it up 75 cents. So Eckler, if active with that shoulder tonight, what it was, 18 of 19 games. You want to run out the 2+ just to get it up to a plus 500. Use a 100% boost, 50% boost. Now 7 plus 750. Like this, that's a great parlay in my opinion. And I posted a parlay inside Discord today, and I was like, hey, Discord members, this is my favorite parlay for tonight. It was a low-hanging fruit type parlay. It definitely wasn't, an all or nothing. I don't know if it's something I would, go throwing high units on or anything just because it's low odds, but I did really like the parlay, and I still think that one's going to cash. But it was kind of like a builder base. What I mean by that is you can take the parlay I posted to Discord, and then you could just craft it. You could craft it for the risk that you want, right? If you're like, all right, let me get better odds. Okay, we'll start adding in pieces. What pieces should you be adding in? Well, hey, I made the Thursday Night Football hit rates list for you. Take those pieces. About 6 to 8 of them were like minus 200. You can really juice this bad boy up. Or you could grab some of the other ones, like the one I just showed you. There's another half dozen that are like minus 400 to minus 500, like the Austin Eckler 2+ catches in 19 of 20 games with the Commanders and Jaden Daniels. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There are many different ways that you can play these parlays. There's many different ways that you can use the alternate lines. You could use the betting notes. Again, I told you this was yesterday when I posted this. The total opened at 48.5. 90% of the public picks and tickets slam the under. So again, if you're taking the over 48.5, you're in small company right now, both on the total tickets and on the volume, the handle on this bet itself. So if you want to grab the under 48.5, you're aligning with the public. I will say this. I don't like to do that, like ever. I don't care if the tickets and the money align on a side. I just do not care. I don't care whatsoever. I do not like to bet against sharp money, like this one, right? So the spread at 3.5, 40% of the tickets, but 60% of the money on the minus 3.5 for the Packers to cover. That's sharp money coming in. Fewer tickets, but the majority of the money. I love that. So I'm all over the Packers minus 3.5 tonight. I'm all over the Packers money line. Now the total, where you've got everything aligning, public, almost 9 out of 10 people have placed bets on the under. I mean, good freaking luck. You don't want to bet with the public too often. I mean, look at week 1. Goodness gracious. Chat, let me catch up with you. Let's see how we're doing on YouTube. Oh, yeah, let's go. Over 160 likes. Let's see. Twitter, what you looking like today, X? 250 viewers. We've got 1 retweet. Oh, 1 retweet. Those are rookie numbers. Bump them up, man. But 350 viewers, 15 minutes into the show. Cheers to you. Thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. Turd Ferguson. Yeah, Jacob's going to probably go off tonight, he says. Gutta boy. Packers all day, every day, man. Go, Pack, go. Yeah, let's go. I hope so. I'm backing them. I'm backing the Pack. As a Packers fan, if they get a 2-score lead, they really tend to slow things down. Yes, they do. And try to chew the clock, just how they've always been. That's Matt LaFleur in a nutshell. Oh, and the Austin Eckler angle, by the way, that zone defense they run out there, the 4-3, you saw it again last week. Nothing changed. Last season, top 5 receptions and receiving yards to opposing running backs. And then what happened in week 1? Jahmyr Gibbs had 10 catches against them. They don't let teams get over the top on them. They're like kind of an old school football team. They run the football to set up the pass. They use that running game to set up deep play action shots to Jaden Reed, to Romeo Doubs, to Wicks, Dontavian Wicks, Christian Watson. Like, this is what Jordan Love does. He throws it deep. And then defensively, they just don't let you throw over the top, and they make you run the football and short little dinks and dunks. So the Commanders don't have that running game. Maybe Bill, right? Bill. That's what he said his nickname was, right? Bill? I'm talking about Ja'Cory Merritt. Yeah, I think he said his nickname's Bill. I think I did a write-up on that this week. Yeah, Eckler did not get hurt that we knew of. Popped up on the injury report yesterday with a shoulder, saying he was limited in walkthrough. Here's the deal. I don't hang my hat on that too much. I'm still backing the 20-plus receiving yards. I still like the 2+ receptions. He's either going to play or he's not. You know what I mean? Like, if he's active, he's going to be active full go. If he's not active, he just wasn't ready. I don't think that they're going to trot him out there in week 2 with something that could be serious. They're just not going to, because he's such a critical part of the passing game offense, third down back for the Commanders, as he's probably going to lose that starting role here within any given moment. Do you know what I mean? Like, they ain't going to waste him in week 2. They're just not. Tease? No way. Let's go. You get full screen. You get full screen donuts. Can I get a happy birthday shout out? Happy birthday to an absolute OG. T-Sox for years has been a staple in my Discord community. I appreciate you immensely. I hope you have a wonderful day with the family and get showered with love and gifts. Happy birthday, my friend. Patrick giving you a shout out as well. Love that. Thank you very much, Chris. What up, Donuts? Always got to show support. Appreciate you very much. JCM, Bill, Call him whatever you want. Yeah, I know. He looked good. He looked good. Tyler says, ESPN bet 30% on a plus 404 leg. What Mitch just built fits the mold. Packers minus 3.5, over 48.5. That's the touchy one right there. The 48.5, I am suspect of. I want you to understand that is like the one leg where I'm like, maybe I kind of teased that one instead, you know? Jacobs touchdown and Jacobs 60 plus yards. I'm glad it did work out. EA Jack, you're a goated OG member as well. That coffee right here in T Sox's name. Thank you very much, my friends. Thank you very much. Hey, there you go, TikTok. You're finally waking up over there, huh? Now you want me to pay attention. Got 100 likes over there. Appreciate you. You're still about 1,000 behind X and YouTube today. So you got some work to do. There we go. Up to $1.78. Now we're hustling. That was cool, Jack. Thank you very much for that. I do appreciate you. Thank you. Look at that love people pouring in for you, my friend. I love that. I love my community so much. How are we feeling about Golden receptions? I think he gets more looks today. I do too. Again, my problem is, though, that this game, man, it just really, really aligns with it being a game for Josh Jacobs. Now, I guess there's this angle to it. And let me switch over to Underdog for a minute. I'll throw the big screen up there. I don't need my face on there. Get the ugly mug off there. You know, Eckler, 20-plus receiving yards. I'm still playing that. I guess my only slight concern for Josh Jacobs is the 3 days rest factor, right? You're getting a guy off 3 days rest, second game of the season. He just had 20 touches against Detroit, 19 carries, 66 yards, and a tutty, a catch for 4 yards. By the way, somehow gets one catch per game. It's like 18 of 19 games or something. Zay Flowers or Ricky Purcell? Flowers, upside for days against the Browns. Statement game for the Ravens. Good question. Let's see. That was a TikTok question. My apologies. People are like, who are you talking to, bro? Josh Jacobs, maybe volume concern, simply just because it's the short week. But like many people are saying here in chat, it's truly, it's a Jacobs game. The matchup is elite. If they're playing with a lead at all, he's going to get the ball. I mean, literally the backups, despite them being up by 20 points. Did y'all see the game logs for Green Bay? Like literally nobody else got the ball. You would think, 8 minutes remaining in the fourth, up 27-7 or whatever it was, 27-3. Like it was not competitive. And he's still out there chewing up clock. Jacobs for a touchdown tonight just seems like a lock and load. It just does. The rush attempts, I am slightly intrigued about, grabbing lower 18.5, but I like the 21.5 a lot, just alting it up. But I don't have access to Jacobs touchdowns on Underdog. But if you do, or if you want to check, I think it's worth taking a look at. Rushing attempts for Daniels has always been a nice one in these close games at 8.5. My concern, slight concern tonight about him, and I did talk about his ability today. I think the total yards is fine. I think his passing yards is fine. Here's what I was kind of looking at yesterday or a few days ago in the video. I'll turn the cell phone around for y'all. But at 225.5 at 225 yards, just in general, has just been really nice. He's been cashing this like crazy. Look at the playoffs last year. I mean, 268, 299, 255. And then what did he do in week one? Another 233. And that was in a game that he only dropped back he only threw it 30 times, but he did tuck it and run it 11 for 68. The rushing yards, the rush attempts, which is what T-Sox had asked about on her birthday. Same thing. I mean, look at the playoffs. All right. My man runs it in important and competitive games. And last season, the line at 9.5 on some books at 8.5, he flirts with this a lot. 8, 8, 8, 7, 7, cashed it, 8 of the other games. 2 of these games, you can't even really count. The one game is against Carolina, I believe he got hurt in. And then the Dallas game, he threw the ball 12 times. I think he probably got taken out at halftime or something. It was probably a meaningless game. Who knows? I don't even remember that one. But take those 2 games out. Now you're looking at over in 8 of 15, 2 of 3 in playoffs, and also in week 1. So there's a lot of angles there. Jordan Love, the pass attempts today at 30.5 just seems too high. We keep talking about it, right? We're talking about it right now. 30.5 under has been crazy. 33.5, and I'm going to show you this one because you can alt the line down even better. And then we saw him in week 1 with 22 pass attempts doing exactly what they could do tonight. Run the football, have control of the game, and then chew up clock in the fourth quarter. And you might not think that matters, but hey, if you are losing 3 pass attempts in the fourth quarter, like that's the difference of cashing lower than 30.5 versus chalking. So these are like little angles I'm looking at tonight. They just are. You want to grab the rushing yards for Jaden? By all means. I think he's going to run it a ton too. I do. I think that's a fine option. I got nothing wrong with. Hey, I mean, alt it if you want. I honestly, I don't have access to Underdog anymore, unfortunately. It's too bad because we were cleaning house last year. Cashed out the streaks, 10 legs. I mean, just making bank. It was so much fun. Underdog was a blast. It's a bummer. It's an absolute bummer. Should I start Krosky Merritt as my second running back? Hard to know without knowing the rest of your roster and league rules. 10 carries week 1. Interception. Oh, plus money for Jaden Daniels' pick. I'll say careful. Jaden Daniels does not throw a lot of interceptions. Should we take a look at the optimizers? See what we got cooking this morning. No big optimizer. Honestly, this thing is an absolute cheat code. I don't know why more people aren't using it right now. Okay, so there is one play here. Oh my gosh. It's Josh Jacobs. No way. Okay, so it is juicy, but check this out. Josh Jacobs for a touchdown, -160 on Novig. Aggregate odds across the 20 other sportsbooks we have, -191. Oh, my word. That is on Novig. Novig's such a good site, man. Oh, my goodness. Code Donuts over there. You got to check it out. I'm not even joking. The Novig Optimizer has been cleaning house. Somebody posted inside Discord that they had played. It might have been like 100 plays. Like he's like Onyx Optimizer. Let me see if I can quickly read it off because I don't want people to be like, is Donuts making this up? It'll take me 10 seconds. It's right there in the Discord chat in the MySpray channel. Ooh, Newt said he went up 10 units. Should use the models. Bennett. Love it. There it is. Mac posted this in Discord. Use the NFL optimizers this week. On Onyx, the Onyx optimizer, 27 and 17. Fliff, 21 and 15. Novig, 70 and 49. Unbelievable. The Novig optimizer, and Novig's just, the exchange is such a great spot to use it. And then on ProfitX went 48 and 39. He did EV percentages 3% or higher. Didn't bet anything worse than a -165. So with his metrics, his barometers, that play tonight is a great play. It's better than -165. It's higher than 3% EV. So bam, there you go. Novig play. How do I add the code in Novig? I believe it's when you deposit, Mark. Let me drop that link in there for you. That'll help. I think actually all you got to do is use my link. Plop that in here. Here you go, fam. Pop in comments for you. Who loves you? I got a massive headache today, by the way. Every once in a while, I'm going to turn my screen off so I can roll my neck out. I mean, it is one of those that's almost debilitating. I'm doing my best. Bolt says on YouTube, as a new subscriber, I must say that I absolutely love how transparent you are, your knowledge without a doubt, and I appreciate the way you outline bets with justification and your feeling. Bolt Society, that is honestly a goated comment. Thank you so much for that. Now, I try to tell chat, I tell people all the time that I am one of the most transparent people out there, and my VIP is worth signing up for. But that comes across as a shill sometimes, and I don't want to come across that way. So when I have members and people in chat saying the things that I have said in the past, it goes so much further than me taking 30 seconds to do like a mini ad read for my products. You know what I mean? So thank you for doing that. When people get in there, I think a lot of people are also usually shocked. They're like, holy smokes. Like, you have like Google Sheet trackers. There's 15 plus premium channels. I posted a parlay this morning, and like a lot of people will usually just post a parlay, right? And like, here's my official Thursday night SGP. My post was, here's my official Thursday night SGP. Here's the photo of the SGP. And then 3 paragraphs of why I like the SGP and why I did it, and alternatives that you could use if you want to make it better for yourself. Like, that's just kind of how I run my business. Like, I don't want to just I'm sorry, you don't know Mama G, I got you, 1 second. I don't want to be that person that like just posts a slip and leaves. You know, like, I don't want to do that. I want people to learn. And if me describing things helps you learn, then yeah, I mean, what the heck? Why wouldn't I not? MHB says, do you think donuts is good? You should try fire. Yeah. Fire is probably better than me, no doubt. He does so many more sports than me, and he posts a lot more plays and parlays. I am very, very calculated. I lean heavily on my 10,000 Sims model, and I play a lot of math in my betting. So, Mama G, that link I just posted in chat, you just click that link, you sign up on the tails.bet. And then once you sign up, you go to your profile settings, I think it is, and you manage your subscriptions, and it'll show, hey, you signed up for donuts. And you simply follow the prompts for connecting your Discord. That was verbose. That was a verbose answer. The process takes you 20 seconds. And then, like, after you connect it, it'll literally give you a button and you click it and it opens my Discord. It's super smooth. And it literally takes like 20 seconds. AJ says, I've tried multiple cappers and been in multiple Discords, and his by far is the best. The community is top notch. Thank you so much for this stuff this morning. You guys are being too kind. This is kind of, it's unprompted, unsolicited, and it's wonderful feedback. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Dan, if you got questions, my friend, you could just fire them off right here. Just Blue Raptor, just join the VIP. Where do I find the VIP plays? Same thing, my friend. Go ahead and just connect to Discord. You'll find them in there. Also, on the Tails app, wherever my cell phone's up here on top of a monitor. On the Tails app, I post my plays in there. Okay. I've had people saying I'm Fire, I'm Opto, I'm Your Betting Edge, I'm Bennett. Literally, everybody's like, donuts is everybody in Discord. You know what I kind of like about that? Okay. I spend a lot of time behind closed doors messaging all of my cappers being like, please structure your bets like this, your post like this, recap like this. Okay. Like, I want us being like one collective delivery system. I don't know how to phrase it. What I don't want is people like being like this outlier channel. Like, my mods will all behave like I do, because that's how I've been trying to make my Discord. So it cracks me up when people tag others like, I think donuts is fire. I think donuts is so and so. It's like, well, I guess what I'm doing behind closed doors for my staff is working. That's pretty funny. How much is given publicly versus how much is kept behind Discord? Oh man, chat, let them know. Let them know right here. Yep. Dan, this link right here, my friend, just posted it in chat. Just grab that link. And again, you can use the OS Tails app for just my plays. But if you want everybody's plays, you can get those in Discord. So it's up to you. It's like, use just my personal stuff on the app, or use mine and all of my mods inside Discord. Totally up to you. Do I like Jaden Daniels' first quarter touchdown at 750? Holy smokes, what a degenerate bet. I mean, I don't mind it. Yeah, I'm always down for some degenerate stuff. But no, I have no take on that. I can't sit here and be like, oh, that's a great play. I love it. It's just, I don't know how to back that up. And I'm goal too. Yeah. Yeah. She's the best. Honestly, she might be better than all of us. Are you kidding me? Her NHL? Y'all saw her recaps, right? Oh my gosh. How do I get the Sims? I'm not entirely. James, ask me in the MySperry Edge chat room. How about that? Here's the website. Let me show you how to get to the chat room. Right up here. Once you log in, connect to your Discord, and make sure it's connected to the Discord you want, my friend. Okay? And then when you're in chat, you can ask all the questions. I live support people in there. Years with donuts. Appreciate your permit. Yeah, I'll never forget your name, man. You've been around. I think you've been around since the ROF days. NHL's coming up soon. Let's go. We're so close. People think MLB is a money-making season. Wait till you get to NHL. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's get back to some picks. That was a nice little break for me. Thank you for the moments to breathe. Let's go crazy, though. It's DGen time. It's DGen time. So if you're on DK, whatever your books are, I want you. Thank you so much, Justin. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I mean, listen, Eckler, I'm not going to say 2+ receptions is a lock at -500. Like, it's a great play, but the odds are horrific. Like, that is only a parlay piece. You know what I mean, Lunk? I don't want to be somebody who drops like locks at -500. What's up, Heidi? Packers money line. There you go. Yep. Well, just click that link, Dan. That is the link. And that'll open the page, and then the app itself, I believe, is called OddsShopper. But you'll be able to get that through the sign up. Like, all the information is via the link. So click the link, poke around, you'll be good to go. All right, let's get to work. It's degenerate time. Enough of this yapping. Too much yapping. So whatever books you have, you got all sorts of parlay boost and all this stuff. And let's just go crazy. It's time to be a degenerate a little bit. Scary Terry, comeback time. I talked about this on my Tuesday video. Listen, he's one of those guys tonight I think just it's a bounce back week. Plus 185 for a touchdown. Finished the season off scoring on like 7 of the last 10 games. Week 1, for the most part, largely ignored. Debo gets 10 targets. This is sports betting. The pendulum will swing back. Scary Terry for a tutty tonight could be a W. I like Zach Ertz. I like that people are talking about it already. Plus 265. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I think we're looking at a potential random touchdown from a guy like Dontavian Wicks, a long touchdown, maybe a Matthew Golden sighting. Like, these are the guys I'm betting on tonight to score other than Josh Jacobs. I think Jaden Daniels, who had 8 rushing touchdowns last season, is an interesting play for a touchdown tonight as well. Jaden Daniels, 8 rushing touchdowns. He had, you guys can't see my face. I'm all excited. He had, I think 2 carries inside the 10-yard line this past week. One of his carries, it was from like the 8, got tackled at like the 1-yard line, 2-yard line. It was so close. Anytime touchdown for Jaden Daniels might honestly be the best, like, longer odds play of the entire game. Like, if you're like, yo, Donuts, just give me like one bet that I could sweat out that isn't like a gimme take, Like, okay, cool. Austin Eckler -500 for 2 receptions. Cool. Thanks. Packers money line. Great. Give me like something to sweat on. I don't want to build a parlay. This is it. You want to sweat one bet tonight that's like, kind of swinging for the fences. This is essentially a home run bet, a home run bet for MLB. This is the equivalent. You want that kind of that rush, the excitement. This is it right here. It's Jaden Daniels to score a tutty. That would be my one, and I would run it and leave it there. Egbuka or Mike Evans? Mike Evans, absolutely. Bounce back spot for the guy who scored 14 touchdowns last season. What I learn on TikTok is you guys love fantasy football more than anything. Every time I look at you. Novik dropping a parlay boost today. I was going to text my guys today over there. I want to know myself. Because if they have, I'll tell you this, if Novik has a parlay boost, maybe I'll do it right now. Oh, I'm on the live stream over there. Darn it. I will text them after. I've got my rep over at Novik because I'm a degenerate, so I get a rep. But I'm going to text them and say, hey, you guys putting a boost up or not? If they put a boost up, Discord, I'll take care of you, or at least one of my staff will. Okay. Yeah, let's finish this touchdown parlay. So let's go with Jaden. I'm not putting in Jacobs. We already got him in the other parlay. Oh, my head. Starts in the back of the neck. You know, those are the worst ones. I'm going Scary Terry, plus 285. And I'll tell you this right now. If these two are scoring here, Commanders are in the game tonight. Commanders are in the game. So at that point, you know, I think you start looking at the spreads. Plus 3.5, plus 7.5, tease it, something like that. But for touchdown parlay alone, we're just looking touchdown parlays. You know, give me Jaden Reed here. Give me Scary Terry, and I'm running this. Jaden Reed, a guy who could score touchdowns from anywhere on the field, big play guy. And I think this is the kind of game script, right? It's like, you know, the public's all over Josh Jacobs to score a touchdown. Okay. Like everyone, including myself. Everybody saw Deebo Samuel, 7 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown last week, 19-yard carry. They saw Terry McLaurin disappear. What they did not see is that he narrowly missed a 70-yard touchdown catch by like a foot. Jaden Daniels overthrew him by a couple steps, and he had a guy 5 yards behind him, 5 feet behind him. Like he was gone if he catches that ball. This is the pendulum swings back parlay. This is listen, it's a plus 2,400. Like if anybody's sitting there and they're like, lock of the year. No, not really. He's not the lock at all. It's not the lock. This is a degenerate, low implied probability parlay. So don't get it twisted, you psychopaths. But if everybody is betting on rushing touchdown from Jacobs, well, I don't mind looking at exactly what Kevin has just said in chat too. Like, okay, public likes rushing tonight. Maybe it's a throwing night. Maybe Jacobs, I hate to say it, tweaks an ankle. Oh, sorry. If that occurs, Love's going to drop back and heave the ball. I'm just saying. Script this stuff out. If he throws a lot, seems like right now Jaden Reed could be that guy to get that downfield pass. We saw him do it a bunch last year. We've seen him do it for a few years. And he had like 8 or 9 touchdowns a couple seasons ago. I think this is a fun-looking parlay. Fun. Fun is the key word. Fun money. No more, no less. Don't do anything silly. Now, this was just for touchdowns, okay? This is a touchdown parlay. I ain't trying to do anything else. Colts or Packers defense. Man, those are both tough. Probably Packers just because of the lead upside, get a few sacks. Problem is, Jaden Daniels doesn't turn the ball over, like, ever. Colts-Broncos could be an interesting game. Maybe the Colts. I think they're at home, right? They're at home. We just saw Bo Nix throw 3 picks. Well, and listen, if he throws 2 touchdowns, Daniels and McLaurin score 2, I mean, I'm starting to look at the over. If we're really starting to get together, you know? And the Commanders keep it close, shoot. And the Packers win? Well, I mean, there's no end to it. You know? I mean, you guys could do this. Like, you could script out this crazy stuff no matter what. Kevin. I mean, Nick's had a good season last year, right? I mean, I get why the public liked him against Tennessee. Tennessee was a good pass defense, though. It was week 1. The other part of this is that I think people need to understand that week 1, even week 2 to an extent, like, not a lot of it matters the way you think it does. It just doesn't. Hey, let me show you guys something, too. Here it is. This right here, down here, full screen. Zoom in. How do we zoom in? Okay, I can't zoom in. Look closely. Put your phone up to your face. These 7 parlay pieces on the betting notes for tonight. All right. Those bad boys. Where are they? Down there on the screen? There you go. They end up making a plus 300 parlay on their own right. And if you start them as a builder, I don't think it's a bad idea. Okay? And chat, I'm going to do you a solid. I've got a link for you, and I will give you that link. If you want to use that as like a builder, okay? What I mean by that is this. I don't get paid for this link or any nonsense. I'm just going to give it to you in chat. You could start with that and then tweak it. Okay? Keep what you want from that link that I just gave you. Get rid of things you don't want. Okay? It's totally up to you. No, they're not. I post them on Twitter and Instagram. The primetime betting notes? Absolutely not. Those are public pieces. This stuff is publicly available. I am not going to make me posting stats a VIP only thing. No way. This stuff you all can find in public. I'm not gonna make people pay for this. No way. Your payment is access to the Discord and the 15 plus premium channels. The this, where is it? I'll find it. Give me a second. Yeah, no, the paywall is literally only for exclusive access to a Discord that does this, right? This was posted in one of the private premium VIP channels. This was not on Twitter. This was not in public. If it went to Twitter, I went to premium first. That's how we run our business. This bad boy was made with the betting models last week. You know what I mean? So that's the goal. That's the goal. The 10,000 Sims betting model plus 3.5 units last week. That's a VIP piece that did not go anywhere this week. There's a lot in there. And again, there's like 15 other channels or private channels. Let's keep going. What else do we want to build? Chat, you help me now. Let's build a community one. We got 700 people watching. How can we build out a W together? Y'all help me build this next parlay. Not just me. Let me get some input from my peoples out here. By the way, YouTube, almost 200 people watching, and we're at 80 likes. Bump them up. Run it up for me. Twitter, I need you. 4 retweets, 13 likes. Come on. Up, 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 up. Jack it up. TikTok over there is just way behind today. 10 views, 500 likes. They ain't nothing. That's rookie numbers. Hello, mate. Hello, Mike. What's up, Jason? Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm from Australia, and I'm a new listener. I'm using some of your picks and parlays, and I will join your VIP soon. I'll let you know how I go. Go Packers. Been a Packers fan for 6 years. Let's go. Go, Pack, go. Big night for your Pack. I think they win outright. I like their money line. Daniels, 30-plus rushing yards. Kraft, 2+ catches. No way. Did you get that from this? What are the odds on that? Jaden Daniels, 25-plus rushing yards, 10 of 10 games. And Tucker Kraft, 2+ receptions, 18 of 19 games. What'd you get for that? Let's look at it. I'm on FanDuel now. Thoughts on Debo rushing yards? What's his prop at? Ja'Cory Merritt, I don't like him tonight. Sorry. I think he's good. But I think it's a Jaden Daniels everything game. Running, throwing. You know what I mean? You didn't even realize. Let's go. Nice research. Good job. Jaden Daniels, let's look at it. I'm curious. 30+. And Tucker Kraft, 2 receptions. Are the odds worth betting on this? No, they're not. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yes, run it. That's a minus 223. You need something else there, dude. Personally, I believe minus 200 bets are worthless. Parlay pieces. Yeah, absolutely. Sure. I'm with you. You got a whole list of parlay pieces right here if you need anything else. You feeling me? There's some good ones here, too. Big dogs got to eat. Let's go, Sewer. Eckler receiving yards? Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Eckler's good for a few carries, too, 10-plus yards. And shockingly, that's actually available because his rushing yards is like 20. That's crazy. Look at Eckler's 20-plus or 10-plus yards. Like, that's crazy to me. This isn't a Bill Merritt game. It's just not. It's just not. So I understand the public is like salivating over his upside. I mean, I've seen this story play out before. Week 1, 10 carries, and now all of a sudden we're looking at an RB1 heading into Lambeau Field on a Thursday night. I don't know, man. Not me. I can't do it. You can bet on him. Listen, you like him? Run it. I'm not correct 100% of the time. No shot. Short week travel. That's what I mean, dude. This is a brutal spot for the Commanders. You know how, like, think about this, my friends. Let's go. Let's go, Mr. Pie. You got a dope photo. You look like a streamer. Think of this, too. Like, don't underestimate the home field advantage after a massive win against the Lions. Like, that crowd, they already listen. It was their Super Bowl betting odds were plus 2,200 within 1 hour of trading for Micah Parsons and the sportsbooks putting them back on there. On FanDuel, they went from a plus 2,200 to a plus 1,200. Who do you think was betting on them? Packers fans. They are so excited about this season with their healthy roster, with Micah Parsons there. They are sky high emotionally. And after a massive win against the Lions in week 1, previously current, that's a terrible phrase. The previous favorites to win the NFC North at plus 145. All right. And they just dominated them. All 3 phases of the game for full 4 quarters, 60 minutes. The entire time. Literally, it was just Packers football. The crowd is going to be absolutely insane tonight. And if the Commanders start with the ball in the first quarter and go 3 and out, and there's like a big sack, a third down stop, like I'm not joking, like the Commanders will be fighting an uphill battle just like that for the rest of the game. And or vice versa, like Packers go down the field and put some points on the board immediately or a big play, like, I'm sorry, man. Immediately, I might live bet the Packers spread no matter what it is. I saw Micah Parsons' primetime stat the other day, too. I can't remember what it was, so I don't want to quote it, but whatever it was stat-wise, like he's a monster on primetime games. Like an absolute monster. Josh Jacobs, 5 yards rushing each quarter is a solid option. Okay. That's a really interesting take. Literally just needs 5 yards. He gets 18, 20 carries. I could see that happen. I'm worried about 49ers pass catchers if Brock Purdy is out this week. Brock Purdy was hurt on that last drive, and he still threw a touchdown for what it's worth to close out the game. I had chosen the 49ers to win the game, but of course that was before all the news came out that all of their team was out or potentially out. So I don't like that. I don't like the 49ers this weekend at all anymore. Packers defensive coordinator is 2 years removed from college. Yeah, Hafley, right? Jeff Hafley? Hasley? I can't remember. Hafley? Hasley? All Washington's triple option RPO nonsense might not work against Hafley. Oh, Hafley. I should have just kept reading. He was just defending this stuff in college. That's funny. Stupid. High scoring, a low scoring game. That's been one of the talking points all day today, Darrell Davies. I don't have a good read on it. And I'm not going to lie just to answer questions. There's just better bets tonight. I think the totals may be one of the things I just care the least about tonight. Good luck. 7 out of 10 games have had 50 plus points on Thursday Night Football the last 10 years. I'll say that. 59, 52 or something like that, and then like 41 the last 3 years. For the first Thursday Night Football game, that's what those stats are. Gotta get rid of this headache. What else we got? What can I do for you guys, gals? This is for you. This show is for you. What can I do for you to finish this off? Questions, comments, anything. Research, parlays, picks. Let me help. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, week 1 of the NFL season, we saw behave just like week 4 of the preseason. We saw starters come out and play sloppy football. We saw unders hit in 12 of 16 games. Like, I am a little concerned early season here. Ooh, look at that. 3 legs left. For what? Underdog? You doing a streak? Wow, that is crazy. I'd be nervous too. Mark, when you deposit. So it's like you use the code to register. When you go to deposit, it'll say, got a promo code, and you just click that little promo code and type in donuts, DONUTS. Oh, yeah, we talked about that. I love it, Sydney. How do you not, right? They're at home, winning teams, playing with a lead. 2 positions have a higher touchdown frequency. This is backed by like 30 years of data. Tight ends and running backs. Why? They get the ball the most in the red zone. So, yeah, I like Tucker Kraft a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, Josh Jacobs, shoot, touchdowns for days, man. I love it. If you don't have a boost, you could take Green Bay moneyline Jacobs for most rushing yards in game to bring it to minus 107. So, let me show that there. So, what about Green Bay moneyline with just Jacobs? Plus 116. Like, just listen, I mean, there's a lot I've talked about today. You could probably just keep this as simple as you want. Oh, look at that. TikTok up to 2,000 views now. 2,000 likes. Thank you very much. We're at 800 views on the other apps. TikTok, someday you'll get up to that number, and I'll love you too. Thank you for watching today, though, too. I do appreciate it. You guys get a behind-the-scenes view, right? If you're watching on the other screen, on the other apps, I've got 3 monitors up, and I'm researching and making slips. What are 3 underdog teams this week you're confident will cover the spread? Hey, Jason, thanks for asking. Check out my YouTube, my friend. I actually have a game-by-game winners video. It's got like 9,000 views this morning. It's insane. And if I fail all of them, I might curl up and cry for hours on end this weekend. 13-3 last week, so I'm hoping for another hot week. But, you know, it's betting. 13-3. I could have some regression. Tread lightly. I'll also say that I like a lot of the favorites this week, and that's never the best feeling. Tell me I'm wrong, but we should see TJ with Bills money line on everything. The heck is that? Can you tell me what that means? I don't know that betting term. You got me. Falling short on my acronyms. What's up, Blue Raptor? Hey, if you're in Discord, you can at me with questions in chat, or at like JStep. He's one of my lead moderators with your questions in the betting chat room. But the VI community, if you look closely where it says community slips, it's under the VI community, not staff category. So make sure you If you're looking for like only staff stuff, go to the staff picks category. Oh, no, I would not be cutting the juice with the Bills money line. I love the Bills. I think they'll win. I am slightly concerned about massive emotional win on prime time and then traveling to MetLife on the road right after potential trap game. Jets played some inspired football against the Steelers and they lost, and now they're at home. I don't know. I think there's some value there in Jets spread, Jets to cover. I think Bills win, but I'm not like landslide. I mean, if you're looking for like a cut the juice, Ravens minus 700, like that's awful, but they ain't losing. They ain't losing this game. They're at home too, right? Ravens are at home. Yeah. Yeah, they're at home after a horrific letdown. They're playing the Browns. Joe Flacco ain't going into Baltimore to win that game. I'm going to be real with you. I think a lot of you overrate cutting the juice, though. I don't know why that's a thing. I just don't. That should not be like a betting acronym you live by. I have posted everything for VIPs for Thursday Night Football. I have a straight pick posted. I have an official parlay posted. My betting models for week 2 were posted on Tuesday. My stuff is live. The next things I'll post VIP-wise for the weekend will be on my official touchdown parlay for the week, my Sunday night and Monday night SGPs, and my Sunday player props. So I still have several more VIP things to post personally. And then, of course, there's 15 other VIP channels. So you'll get a lot there. Dude, Noah Brown, the Sports Addict Network, cool. Noah Brown has been quietly just like humming along in this offense. Like, it's kind of crazy. I don't know why I closed it out. Let me bring it on screen again. Let's look at Noah Brown. Like, check this out, my friends. I love the take. I love the take. Thank you for the comment. I love when people talk in chat with ideas like this, because check this out. Here's last season. And Noah Brown with the Commanders has just quietly put up numbers. And we saw this a little bit. I believe it was with the Texans a few years ago. Like, he was, let me go full screen. And let me get off the comments. There we go. He was somebody who just produced when given opportunities. There's receptions, okay? 3+ last season, 9 of 11 games. Receiving yards, 26+, 9 of 11 games. Long reception at 14+, 9 of 11 games, okay? Then we go look at this season. Hey, guess what? He cashed it in week 1 for long reception. He cashed the receiving yards in week 1, and he did not for the receptions. I am worried the most about the receptions, with Deebo Samuel being there, with Ertz being healthy, with Eckler likely being active tonight. I am worried about that. I am not terribly worried about the receiving yards or the long reception. And Noah Brown actually ended up making my parlay pieces to the week. My hit rates for the week. No, he did not. Yes, he did. There he is. 2 receptions, 10 of 12, 25+ yards, 10 of 12. That was last year and this year. So what's up? There he is. We talked about you earlier, Fire. Love having you here, buddy. People love you in Discord. One of the best VIP channels you ever find. More profit yesterday, dude. You were on like a 7 of the last 8 days profit streak for VIPs. It's crazy, dude. You were on fire. Thank you so much for all your efforts for everybody. I'll drop that VIP link right there in the chat if you want it. Oh, my headache. If anybody is very conservative and just wants to double their money, you can get +104 for Daniels 25+ yards, Jacobs 50+, Eckler 2+, Packers 3.5. I will say this. I don't like that at all. And I do appreciate the idea, but here's why. Hear me out. I am not a fan of like 3, 4, 5 leg parlays with a bunch of juice cutters to get barely a plus odds play, like a +104. When all I need to do is, I'm on the wrong screen. All I need to do, there it is just Oh, Packers plus 3.5. Sorry. I thought it was this. Sorry. Well, that's not terrible. But no, I do not like putting together. No way, dude. That's such a great comment. Way to take it in stride, man. You are goated. That is funny. I love being able to have back and forth conversation and people not be able to take things to heart. Like that is awesome. What a round of applause for Turd Ferguson. He goes, "You don't like my turd cutters, huh?" Like, didn't take offense. He didn't fight with me. He didn't lash back. He's just like, "Oh, interesting. Okay, you don't like my turd cutters. Got it." Like, you, sir, are probably an enjoyable person to hang out with. What a comment. All right, we are 800 viewers in today. It's been a good day. Drop Bryce Young for Aaron Rodgers? Yeah, probably. Yep. Behind Bo Nix? Yeah, probably. I don't think Bryce Young has upside. We just saw Aaron Rodgers have upside. Good question. I think I need to go drink coffee and water and try to get rid of this headache, my friends. I mean, listen, we put an hour of the show in. If you're not watching my YouTube right now, I don't know what else to say. What are there? 4 videos up already this week on YouTube for Thursday night, for Sunday. Tomorrow, you get a 1 player prop for all 16 games. Saturday, you get my touchdown picks video. I mean, YouTube's a great place to be. It's a great place to be. And then if you want to cut through all of the public content and you're like, all right, Donuts, you give away so much in public. What are your favorites? What are the VIPs? Then you just grab that link. You're looking at, probably 10 total plays per week between parlays and touchdown bets and, player props. Maybe a dozen plays from me, And it's like, you want to cut through all these picks. I literally made a pick for every single game. I'm going to make a player prop pick for every game. I'm going to make, a touchdown pick for every game. Like, I post a lot on social media, and it's a lot of great, useful information. And I think a lot of people use it, they profit, and then they sign up after. And that's totally cool too, organic signups. But if you're like, I don't got time for it all, I just want the best of the best, well, then that's when you use the link. Okay? That's all it's for. Get ahead of the game, cut through all the noise. There you go. CTN, cut the noise. That's funny. I love y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in today. TikTok, I do appreciate y'all showing up for a little bit there. Friday's video, 16 games, 16 player props. Saturday's video, 16 games, 16 touchdown picks. Sunday, live at 9 a.m. Eastern. We had 3,000 people across X and YouTube last week for that one. Mind was blown. Absolutely blown. Over 2-hour stream. We had over 300 people on YouTube the entire time outside the first 20 minutes. It was maybe the best stream that we've put together, and it was a banger. Lots of winning picks. Parlays were put together. Couldn't have been happier. I'm praying that I'm able to have a successful week this week, because last week I went 31-8 overall on YouTube. And I'm a little nervous that with all the new attention and subs that I have a bad week and just leave a bad taste in people's mouths. So I'm trying my best. I'm locking in, and let's have a good rest of the week. Enjoy your Thursday night football. Be careful. Mind your units. It is a very, very early season volatile game. It just is. Week 2 will still be volatile, just like last weking. Let's go. Chat, you're in for the touchdown props. I went 9 of 13 in week 1. 9 of 13. It was a great, great week. Love y'all. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for everything. And I will see you tomorrow morning. Turn your notifications on for the player prop per game video. Man, that's a mouthful. Take care, my friends.